Hello, I'm Craig.
And I'm Debbie.
Hello and welcome to the Healthy Endocrine System. This is the 7th in the series of the Prevention Plus series, and we're going to be talking about balancing hormones naturally. This is part 1 of the Healthy Endocrine System. What you're going to learn during this particular presentation is which organs make up the endocrine system, how the endocrine system functions and affects our overall health, why hormone testing is important, how to support hormone production, how our environment plays a role in our endocrine health, why synthetic hormones are dangerous, and how to support the body through the stages of menopause. Just what is the endocrine system? It's a system of glands and organs. They secrete types of hormones that circulate throughout the bloodstream. It regulates bodily activities, behavior, and other biological features. The endocrine system includes the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, the thyroid, the parathyroid, adrenals, the pancreas, and the testes or ovaries. Using a series of signaling, the glands create a communication network known as an axis. Not all the organs that secrete hormones or hormone-like substances are considered part of the endocrine system. The endocrine system's function: to circulate hormones throughout the body, influencing certain organs and tissues. Some hormones only affect one or two organs, whereas others have influence throughout the body. Hormones are the body's chemical messengers and are critical to maintaining vibrant health. A tiny amount of hormone can result in big changes in the cells or even the entire body. Hormone health and testing. Hormones help with good brain function, in maintaining optimal body functions, and work to help us keep young. Progesterone balances estrogen, giving a feeling of well-being and positive attitude. Progesterone and testosterone increase physical desire. Testosterone helps build muscle and decrease fat. Estrogen and testosterone convert bad cholesterol, or LDL, to good cholesterol, or HDL. It is important to have your hormone levels tested by requesting a blood hormone panel. A hormone panel should be taken every week for 4 weeks to cover the complete cycle for best results. After the analysis, it is recommended that a hormone specialist evaluate the results. Standard blood tests are designed to pick up only the sickest, or 2.5% of the population, and individuals often suffer for years being told that their thyroid, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and their adrenals are quite fine. Supporting hormone production. One of the very first things that Dr. Gary Young recommends is cleansing the liver for optimal hormone production. It also helps with body detoxification, glycogen storage, which is glucose, and digestive health. Just apply over the liver and on the kidneys and the liver Vitaflex points of the feet. It's beneficial when used with the raindrop technique, or you can take 1 capsule 2 times daily. Supporting hormone production continued. Proper enzymes are key to ensuring a successful hormone therapy program for both men and women. And we're recommending the enzymes of Essentialzyme and Polyzyme. Essentialzyme aids those with difficulty in digesting or assimilating food, and Polyzyme promotes complete digestion of proteins. 2 other great products are ICP, which increase the fiber in the bowel to enhance normal bowel function, and it aids in the removal of toxins from the body. Juvapower is a rich source of acid-binding foods, high in liver-protecting nutrients. Juvapower contains things like beets and spinach, which are very alkaline. And acid-binding foods assist our body to achieve a more alkaline state. These foods attract the acid as they pass through the digestive system, and then they're eliminated, helping the body to achieve a more balanced pH level. What causes endocrine imbalances? It's an overload of chemical toxins found in the air, the food, the water, and the products that we use daily. Reducing your estrogen load is a key component that everyone should follow. Start in your home with the following. Wash your food well to rid it of pesticides. Throw away all pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. Throw away cosmetics that have toxic ingredients and switch to estrogen-free cosmetics. Don't use fabric softeners or perfumed laundry detergents, as it puts petrochemicals right on the skin. Use only natural-based perfumes like essential oils. Most perfumes are petrochemically based. Have a good water filter. Do not use plastic goods, since all plastic leaches estrogens into the environment. Eat only organic-based whole foods. Avoid surfactants found in many condoms and diaphragm gels. And do not microwave food in plastic containers, and especially avoid the use of plastic wrap to cover food for microwaving. Endocrine disrupting substances, or EDS. Chemicals have a molecular structure that bind with the receptors in the hormone-secreting glands, thereby disrupting the normal hormone production process. Common endocrine disruptors studied include DDT, which is a banned pesticide here in the United States, but it's still used in some African nations. PCBs. These are present in electrical equipment manufactured in third world nations. Dioxins, a byproduct from the production of paper and found in the lining of cans used for preserving food. Another common fungicide is often used on fruits that doesn't wash away very easily. And another endocrine disrupting substance is found in inks, glues, color coatings, and paints. These endocrine disruptors can cause reduced sperm count, infertility, testicular cancer, and reduced sexual behavior among middle-aged males, reduced immunity, breast cancer, and development of malignant melanomas among women. So what I'd like to do right now in the next couple of slides is to show you some common household products that are actually endocrine disruptors. This is according to the United States Department of Health and Human Services Household Product Database. You can see the picture here and read the list of some of the items that you might have in your home today. So look at your toothpaste. Is it Colgate or Aquafresh, Crest or Gleam, Mentadent or Sensodyne, Ultra Bright or Viadent? And I'd like to mention that this is just a very shortened list. If you're interested, Google U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Household Product Database, and you'll find these things listed and many, many more. So if you have these endocrine disrupting products in your household, our recommendation is to get rid of them and get rid of them quickly. And change out to a product that would be more wholesome and health-giving. Other endocrine disrupting products are antibacterial dish, hand, and body soaps. Dial, Soft Soap, Dawn, Ajax, CVS, Lever 2000, Neutrogena, Clearasil, Clean and Clear, Suave, any of the Olay products, and Aveeno. How about our air fresheners and sanitizers? Look at these: Glade 2-in-1, Glade plug-ins, Oust Air Sanitizer, Febreze, and Lysol. All of the top air fresheners and sanitizers on the market today. How about our shampoos and deodorants? Look at these: Head & Shoulders, Herbal Essences, Pantene Pro V, Pert Plus, Suave, and Vidal Sassoon. Other deodorants like Right Guard, Secret. These are ones that, have been touted for years to be safe by the FDA, and now we know that they are endocrine disrupting products. How about our cosmetics, our makeup like CoverGirl and Avon, and any of the body lotions like Vaseline Intensive Care, Jergens, Suave, Johnson & Johnson's, and any of the Johnson baby products. Endocrine disrupting products that we use in our laundry, fabric softeners and detergents like Arm & Hammer, Bounce, Downy, Ultra, Bold, Cheer, and Clorox. Dreft, Fab, Ivory Snow, Purex, Whisk, Woolite, and Tide. Estrogen dominance. Estrogen levels are normal, but your progesterone levels may be low. Some of the symptoms of estrogen dominance are as listed: hair loss, breast cancer, sluggish metabolism, decreased sex drive, breast tenderness, foggy thinking, fatigue, irritability, insomnia, memory loss, mood swings, and osteoporosis. Also water retention and bloating, acceleration of the aging process, cold hands and feet as a symptom of thyroid dysfunction, depression with anxiety or agitation, fat gain, especially around the abdomen, hips, and thighs, and increased blood clotting, increasing the risk of strokes. From age 35 to 50, there is a 75% reduction in production of progesterone in the body. So again, estrogen levels may be normal, but your progesterone levels are low. So you would have an estrogen dominance. Common estrogen dominance conditions: breast cancer, fibroids, endometriosis, polycystic ovary syndrome or PCOS, fibrocystic breast, premenopausal syndrome, and premenstrual syndrome, PMS. Recommendations for estrogen dominance or endocrine disruptors, is supporting the pituitary with Ultra Young Spray, use Progessence Plus, feed the pancreas with Ningxia Red and Ocotea Essential Oil, and of course cleanse the colon and the liver, and that's why we mentioned that at the very outset. Synthetic hormone dangers. Patented synthetic hormones are different biochemically from natural hormones found in plants and the human body, and their effects can be hazardous to your health. They're linked with higher risks of heart disease, of ovarian cancer, of breast cancer, and of osteoporosis. So let's talk about some of these organs and glands that make up the endocrine system. The master gland, or the pituitary gland, is about the size of a pea and weighs about a half an ounce or less. A half a gram, actually, 0.02 ounces. It's located on the bottom of the hypothalamus at the base of the brain, and it rests in a small bony cavity. So it's very, very small down here, and it's very, very protected, as you can see. It helps control blood pressure, it controls growth and development, and it promotes protein production. It controls reproductive functions, controls the secretion and production of hormones in the adrenal and thyroid glands. The hypothalamus, again, is very, very protected inside this this protected area of the brain here. It regulates key functions of the body, controls the activity of the heart muscle and the smooth muscles of the body. It regulates emotional and behavioral patterns. It controls body temperature and regulates the 24-hour cycle in biochemical, physiological, or behavioral processes. It controls pituitary gland secretions, and it responds to stimuli such as stress, pain, and emotions in our environment and our internal systems. The pineal gland, look how tiny that one is, right down there. Again, protected in the center of the brain. It secretes the hormone melatonin, which causes feelings of sleepiness, and it regulates endocrine function. Melatonin is called the hormone of sleep. The pineal gland produces melatonin when it is dark. Melatonin regulates sleep, it boosts the immune system, it reduces anxiety, it scavengers free radicals, prevents DNA damage, and it regulates metabolism. Sleep Essence contains natural melatonin to induce sleep. Lavender, calming and relaxing properties. It has vetiver in it, which eases anxiety and alleviates stress. It includes valerian, which is effective for restlessness from nervous conditions, and tangerine, which decongests the lymphatic system. It also includes ruta, which has sedative and antispasmodic qualities. We recommend taking 1 to 2 soft gel caps 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed. And of course, this is a Young Living product called Sleep Essence. ImmuPro is another Young Living product which contains melatonin. It boosts and strengthens the immune system, supports healthy bones, skin, and hair, and promotes colon health. It's a powerful preventative for premature aging, cardiovascular disease, male and female sexual dysfunction, menopausal problems, and skin disorders. What I do is I put my ImmuPro on my not my coffee table, but my lamp stand next to the sofa. And at night, when I'm sitting there and not thinking about much, I will grab 1 or 2 tablets before retiring and then just chew them. They're a chewable tablet, and they include Ningxia wolfberry in them. Very, very supportive to the immune system. If you're under stress, you might want to take 2 to 4 tablets before retiring or as needed. Cedarwood and sandalwood both stimulate the production of melatonin in the brain. They promote relaxation, and both of these oils oxygenate and stimulate the pineal and the pituitary gland in the brain. All you have to do is directly inhale or diffuse, or you can anoint your head with them before going to bed, or even putting them on the bottom of your feet. Let's talk a little bit about a hormone called DHEA. And this is the vibrant health hormone, most common hormone in the body. It produces both male and female hormones, and it balances cortisol levels. It retards premature aging. It builds lean muscle tissue, blocks fat tissue and cancer cells, protects against degenerative disease, improves memory, normalizes weight, improves sex life, and boosts energy. Boy, this sounds like a hormone that everyone should have more of. Well, we can get more of it through the use of Ultra Young Plus with DHEA. This particular product is recommended for males and females over the age of 40 because what happens is the pituitary gland starts to cut back on its production of HGH, or the human growth hormone. And so what Ultra Young will do, it will restore the sensitivity of the pituitary and the hypothalamus. And it may even help the thyroid to produce more of the thyroid hormones, which we'll be talking about in just a bit. All you have to do is spray the inside of the cheeks and the roof of the mouth in the morning, 1 to 2 hours before or after meals, and before retiring. Avoid swallowing for 1 or 2 minutes. Just kind of hold it in there. And it gets absorbed by the buccal cavity on the inside of the mouth. And it goes directly into the bloodstream. And of course the mouth is very, very close to the brain. So that's where we want it as quickly as possible, supporting that pituitary, that hypothalamus, and the thyroid. Prenolone Plus also has DHEA, and this is recommended for insufficient testosterone levels. If you have insufficient DHEA levels, you'll most definitely want to use Prenolone cream. If you're deficient in both testosterone and progesterone, this is a great cream to use because it boosts the levels of estrogen and progesterone in both men and women. Massage about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon into the soft tissue areas like the arms, under the arms where it's kind of thinner skin, the inside of the thighs or the lower abdomen. You might even want to put it on the neck. But rotate the sites of the application every day, one application one place and then the next day another place. And apply this for 3 weeks out of the month because all of us, both males and females, are on a cycle. Prenolone Plus testimonial. Shauna Daystrup out of Utah states, having suffered from hot flashes and tried all of the Young Living products, including the old Estro, nothing seemed to stop them completely. So I ordered the Prenolone Plus, and when it came out a couple of years ago, and I've been using this product ever since. No more hot flashes. I'm also using Endoflex on my ankles. Since I had a hysterectomy about 28 years ago, I do not follow the 21 days on and 7 days off. I just use it every day. Gary Young has truly come up with a product that I needed. Another great product, and this is a product that we really use a lot of in our home, both my husband and myself, is PD8020. It's recommended for men and women over 40. It prevents premature aging. It's used for maintaining adequate hormone reserves for sustaining health and preventing premature aging. It's a natural all-over hormone or overall hormone support, and it also contains that DHEA. You can start with 1 capsule a day and increase to 2 capsules as needed, and that's pretty much what we do. We take 2 capsules a day, each one of us. Endogyze is another great product for both men and women. It's especially formulated to support and maintain a healthy, balanced endocrine system. So you're just using this to support and maintain if you're already healthy. It also contains DHEA. All you have to do is take 1 capsule twice daily for about 4 weeks, then discontinue it for 2 weeks, and then go back on it for 4 weeks. So you notice again that we're cycling because of our own natural endocrine cycles. Cortisol is called the stress hormone. It's important for normal function of the brain, the immune system, muscle tone, and strength. It's also great for blood circulation and sugar levels, but you can get too much cortisol. If you have high cortisol, some of the symptoms are going to be obesity, rapid weight gain, blood sugar imbalances, and high blood pressure. If you have low cortisol, some of those symptoms are going to be adrenal exhaustion, cardiac arrest, low sex drive, depression, increased blood pressure, decreased thyroid function, muscle wasting, mental fatigue, chronic fatigue, and a lower immune resistance. So what do we recommend for cortisol, high or low? Cortistop. Estrogen dominance to counter rising cortisol levels. You can use this in conjunction with Prenolone Plus cream and or Progessence Plus. It supports the female glandular system, and it balances the cortisol production. You can take 1 capsule before breakfast and another before bedtime. Use daily for 8 weeks and then discontinue for 2 to 4 weeks before resuming again. Let's talk about male and female hormones. First of all, the female ovaries are very much like the male testes. So the ovaries are where we produce the eggs, or ova, and female hormones. This also is the area that regulates the menstrual cycle and pregnancy, whereas male testes produce and store the sperm, and it's the main source of the male hormone testosterone. Stages of menopause. First of all, we have perimenopause, which means around menopause. It occurs years before menopause actually is onset. Lasts for about 4 or 5 years, though it varies depending on the person. You can experience things like hot flashes, sleep disturbances, night sweats, mood swings. It's still possible to conceive a child during this stage, and ends a year after your final period, the official start of menopause. Common signs and symptoms associated with menopause are irregular menstrual periods, hot flashes and night sweats, vaginal dryness, sleep problems, mood swings, increased fat around the abdomen, thinning hair, and decreased breast fullness. Postmenopause is the years after reaching menopause, where the ovaries no longer release eggs and production of sex hormones sharply declines. Some of the oils that you can use to support these menopausal symptoms have estrogen-like activity that effectively combat both PMS and menopausal symptoms: clary sage and sage. You can apply them on the VitaFlex points or directly inhale them, take as a dietary supplement. You can use 6 to 8 drops of clary sage on the lower back during PMS. It's very, very effective in the treatment of hot flashes as well. Estro is recommended for PMS, menopause, menstrual cramping, perimenopause, and balancing emotions. This is an all-natural herbal tincture. Start with 1 dropper 2 to 3 times daily. Increase as much as you need at up to 8 droppers daily. You may take as long as 4 weeks to reach the maximum effectiveness or to get the blood level up. And Dr. Purser states that 98% of the women have not had problems with Progessence Plus, but that 2% that do need to balance it with either Femigen or Estro, as they're also low on estrogen. So again, this is where your hormone panel, your hormone testing is going to become very, very effective in knowing, if you have low estrogen, if you need more progesterone, progesterone, or where your hormone levels are, and then you can kind of start from there. Here's a testimonial by Dawn out of Wisconsin. Using the Essential Oils Desk reference, I was able to discover that clary sage and geranium are 2 oils helpful for hormone regulation. I use a blend of 4 parts clary sage, 2 parts geranium, and 2 parts carrier oil for relief of hot flashes. While they are not completely eliminated, I don't suffer from night sweats at all, and the few hot flashes I get are very manageable. I apply the blend to the area around the inside of the ankles. I've given this blend to several other women who have also had relief. One coworker wasn't sleeping because of the night sweats and found immediate relief. Essential oils and hormones. Clinical studies conducted at Pisa University in 2002 and the University of Bradford in the United Kingdom have shown that topical hormone creams with essential oils have a greater ability to penetrate through the skin and enter into the blood much more quickly than those that do not have essential oils. So we're going to talk about Progessence Plus. This is a micronized progesterone that has been studied for over 12 years. Dr. Dan Purser states it seems to cause cancer cells to pop, and it assists in preventing cancer by not allowing estrogen to be dominant in the body. It also tends to clean out cancer-causing xenoestrogens. This is recommended for estrogen dominance, menopausal symptoms, PMS symptoms, hysterectomy, and osteoporosis. Rub 1 to 2 drops over the carotid artery and or the wrists. Progessence Plus will help with polycystic ovary syndrome. And here's a couple of testimonials. One of them is from Myrna out of Saskatchewan, Canada. She says, I've been suffering from symptoms of menopause for years. When I went to Young Living Convention last year, I purchased the Progessence Plus and began using it. Within 3 weeks, all of the night sweats, hot flashes, mood swings, and low libido that I had been experiencing disappeared. What a new lease on life. Every woman in the world should have a bottle, in my opinion. The world would be a whole lot happier place. Cindy out of Colorado states, once I turned 50, I began having hot flashes, trouble sleeping, and mood swings. I have now been using Young Living's Progessence Plus serum since it was introduced at the 2010 convention. I am sleeping better, my mood swings are under control, and my hot flashes are few and far between. So easy to use, and just 2 drops daily works for me. So this is the end of the Healthy Endocrine System Part 1. Be sure to join us for Part 2. Eliminated. I don't suffer from night sweats at all, and the few hot flashes I get are very manageable. I apply the blend to the area around the inside of the ankles. I've given this blend to several other women who have also had relief. One co-worker wasn't sleeping because of the night sweats and found immediate relief. Essential oils and hormones. Clinical studies conducted at Pisa University in 2002 and the University of Bradford in the United Kingdom have shown that topical hormone creams with essential oils have a greater ability to penetrate through the skin and enter into the blood much more quickly than those that do not have essential oils. So we're going to talk about Progessence Plus. This is a micronized progesterone that has been studied for over 12 years. Dr. Dan Purser states it seems to cause cancer cells to pop, and it assists in preventing cancer by not allowing estrogen to be dominant in the body. It also tends to clean out cancer-causing xenoestrogens. This is recommended for estrogen dominance, menopausal symptoms, PMS symptoms, hysterectomy, and osteoporosis. Rub 1 to 2 drops over the carotid artery and or the wrists. Progessence Plus will help with polycystic ovary syndrome. And here's a couple of testimonials. One of them is from Myrna out of Saskatchewan, Canada. She says, I've been suffering from symptoms of menopause for years. When I went to Young Living Convention last year, I purchased the Progessence Plus and began using it. Within 3 weeks, all of the night sweats, hot flashes, mood swings, and low libido that I had been experiencing disappeared. What a new lease on life. Every woman in the world should have a bottle, in my opinion. The world would be a whole lot happier place. Cindy out of Colorado states, once I turned 50, I began having hot flashes, trouble sleeping, and mood swings. I have now been using Young Living's Progessence Plus serum since it was introduced at the 2010 convention. I am sleeping better, my mood swings are under control, and my hot flashes are few and far between. So easy to use, and just 2 drops daily works for me. So this is the end of the Healthy Endocrine System Part 1. Be sure to join us for Part 2.